no hope whatsoever that we're just going to sit there and say, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Well, of course there's something to do. Like we always do. We get off our knees and fight when we're under attack. Osborne and for Cameron and Clegg. The future they want is mass unemployment coupled with anti-trade union laws. And people better recognise the fact as well. There's no good just criticise Tories and Liberals. They need to turn around and say what's Labour's alternative to these policies. What's changed in a year? What's changed in a year is that capital's in a bigger price than what it was even 12 months ago. Thank you, comrades, brothers and sisters. Today's a crucial day for the trade union movement because you have the best job you can. But when you get home tonight, if your relatives can't get into an old people's home, or they've closed the Meals on Wheels down, or your next door neighbours had the horrendous butchered bedroom tax applied to them, then you better recognise the fact that it's got nothing to do with what the economic system is. It's about an ideological attack to take everything that working people have had since World War II.
We've gotta fight for more. We've gotta fight for more. In this society, the opportunity needs to ride up, free speech, now that it's getting young, it's gonna be again. Is this the kind of government you're looking for?
Well, today's demonstration is absolutely tremendous. You can see this march goes back for yard after yard after yard as thousands of teachers are here today because they're fed up with Gove's attacks on pay, on pensions and our working conditions, and they're determined to show that we are going to carry on this action until he gives in. Unfortunately, not everyone in the union is quite as firm as the views of the teachers here, and that's why I'm saying that we've got to strike again, NUT and NSSN, but let's get the firefighters, let's get the postal workers, let's get the civil servants, let's get everybody out together. And that's what the demands of the tops of the union should be. So we have a firm leadership that's calling for firm united action. We can't hesitate or this government will attack again. We've got to stand firm, we've got to build on the strength of today's demonstration, and if we do that, then we can stop Gove and we can defend teachers and we can defend education.
We're here today to demonstrate against the cuts of 953 jobs that London Underground are trying to implement. They're going to close all the ticket offices, which will have a great impact on the safety and security of passengers. Disabled passengers, for instance, won't have easy access to members of staff to enable them to get onto their trains and get through the barriers quite safely.
Boris! Out! Boris! Out!
The result of our ballot has given a resounding yes to take industrial action to defend our jobs and conditions. We've got members facing job cuts and cuts in wages, and as a union we will not tolerate that, and we will be taking action along with our sister union TESA to defend our conditions and jobs.
Ladies and gents, train all stations to Gospel Oak. Please be advised, tube strike is in effect until 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Please make sure you are planning your journey ahead for the next 48 hours.
We're here today to show solidarity with our fellow workers, to protect jobs for the future. It's not just individual members that we're protecting, it's jobs for the future. Once those jobs are gone, will they ever come back? Your sons, your daughters, and the travelling public, which we've had great support from. Only this morning we've had someone coming off some money for the strike fund. We've had our leaflets gladly received and not just thrown on the floor, because they're closing all the ticket offices. Where are you going to buy a ticket?
Boris Johnson, you need to sort it out, don't you, about all these automated services going. Nah, keep the people behind the tills so they got a job and they can do it properly. No less queuing about, it'll all be done properly. Johnson, mate. Nah, mate.
If you haven't got a smartphone now, don't bother travelling on the underground. All the jobs that are going to go, probably what they'll do is what they did last time. Get rid of half of them, realise their mistake and bring them back. But what about all those people who have been inconvenienced in the rest of the time? What's going to happen to the underground? They don't want people on here, they just want machines. And we're not going to stand for it.
We've got to fight for more. We've got to